the KX News Storm Team.
Welcome back to KX News at 6, and happy Friday to everyone out there. Looking at conditions across the board, seeing those nice blue skies finally after like 3 days, it seems like, towards Williston. Some clouds still lingering towards Bowman, but overall we are clearing out, getting to the upper 60s at this point in time. Still overcast back towards Minot. Same for the capital city area. The wind's not really a factor here today. Temperatures elsewhere, most of us sitting in the low to mid 60s if you're along Highway 83 or further towards the east. Towards the west, though, again, upper 60s, even some 70s towards the far west, and kind of a sign of things to come there out towards the west. We get a little bit warmer as we move into the weekend and into next week. The radar shows most of that green is finally back towards the eastern tier. Still have some raindrops for our friends in the far southeast, but again, you can kind of see those clouds beginning to taper off here along the Highway 83 corridor. Got the sun out towards the west. By the time these clear into tomorrow, the sun should finally come back out if you're in Harvey or Rugby or towards the Magic City areas. And the broader picture here shows this area of low pressure still lingering back towards just towards our east. It really hasn't moved that much over the last 2 to 3 days, but it should as we get into tomorrow. It's going to make way for these two areas of high pressure to kind of dominate here or for the next several days at least. Going to help dry things out and get progressively warmer as you move into Sunday and Monday, especially of next week. And tomorrow's daytime highs are going to shade warmer for the central tier, going to be near 70, 60 still back towards the east, but out towards the west, a straight 80 is possible, we think, towards Sydney and Plentywood, possibly, or definitely, I should say, into Wolf Point. This is pretty interesting right here. So if we compare the growing season from 2024, notice how we were below average as far as rainfall from April through today, September 18th last year, running between 1/2 inch to even 2.5 inches below average in 2024. You contrast that with this year where Bismarck is over 5 inches ahead of schedule. Dickinson not too far behind. Again, a very, very big difference in jump in moisture over the last calendar year. And in fact, the drought monitor this time last year still had the severe and moderate drought out towards the west. There is nothing, zilch, nada, across the board here today. In fact, we are the only state in the entire U.S. to have no dryness and no drought for the entire state. Pretty impressive turnarounds, again, since this time or so of last year. Looking at Williston's next 5, tomorrow's forecast high, 75 degrees, not bad. The sun should be out once again. 81 for us on Sunday and getting back to the 70s for the first half at least of next week, but no winds and really no rain for the next 5 days. And Dickinson, tomorrow 72, right at average for this time of year. Maybe an 80 for us for Sunday. And again, a pretty pleasant beginning to fall there for Monday, a high of 75, and pretty much the same too for Tuesday and Wednesday. Here's Minot's next 7. Tomorrow, a high of 70. It's the coolest high of the next 7 days. 76 for Sunday, 78 for Monday is the warmest, and not much in the way of a variance the rest of the week. Plenty of sun, no wind, no rain, tranquil conditions overall. And then Bismarck, tomorrow should be near 70, so a bit warmer than today. And then pretty consistently between 73 and 77 over the next 5 to 6 days, and maybe an 80 here or there on Monday of next week. Kiara?
It's a beautiful start to the fall.
Yeah, we have been needing this. I know I looked outside earlier, saw the sun coming through finally. Hopefully we see a lot more of that as we head our way into October.
Yes, I'm excited for sunshine. Thank you so much, Kenny. And coming up next, the